Okay, I don't know. I choose to know what happened. Okay, so right before we were going on live to do our interview, first of all, my server went down in my computer, and I had to call everybody and get them on to get that working again. So I got that working live. All of the electricity went out. I was just saying that
It's
first
all
my
good.
server went down, and then 5 minutes into the call, my electricity went out. And then I could see that my phone was dying, so I had to like go outside and look for a Mophie, and finally end up coming in my car, turn my car in to charge off of my car. On, and then it goes off like you just went away. I don't know.
It just went black for me.
Last thing you were saying. Yes. Keep going.
No, we're doing this. We're crushing this. It's all good. All right.
Jeez.
So talking about colors. So if you want to be used, if you want to connect with others, if you want to truly connect to your leaders and to your members, you have to be able to mold and shape. So anytime that I have a phone call with one of my leaders, I always ask, what is your color? What is your primary color? If you haven't done the test, I need to know your color first before I talk to you. Because if I'm talking to a yellow, I can't approach them as a red, right? I have to approach them, lower my red down, approach them with my yellow. So a primary red just can't talk to a yellow because it's going to scare them and it's going to hurt them, right? And a green cannot relate to a blue, right? Someone who's just all over the place, and vice versa. So in this business, you have to get used to change, and you have to be able to practice that. For instance, and again, I love analogies. So if I tell somebody, since I deal with constant deployments and my husband's gone all the time, if I tell a girl, gosh, I've been so stressed out, my husband's been gone for so long, the kids, everything. And then she replies to me, oh my gosh, I totally know. My boyfriend was gone for like 2 days and it was terrible. I'm going to literally want to punch her in the throat, right? But I'm never going to want to talk to her or share anything with her ever again because I can't relate to her, right? So we have to understand, we have to relate to people to be able to connect with people. If we don't do that, then we cannot reach them and they cannot be used, right? So again, you have to master your craft. The only roadblock in success is you, and that's it. You can't blame anybody else but yourself. Another thing that, go for it.
I'm going to interject here too. And going back to scripture, Paul would always talk about be all to all. And I think that's what you're saying. It's like, connect that is like, we may have our higher level, or more colorful aspects. Like I'm very, very red also.
Yes.
If you haven't,
I've been able to tell from the get-go.
Yeah. And I'm also very green, meaning I research. I'm constantly researching. I got a little bit of yellow because of my ministry heart and my blue. I like to have fun and all of that stuff too. But going back to scripture, I'm not a religious person at all. I love God. I love spirit. And when I look at the Bible, I look at the real version, like the real Greek and Hebrew, and I look at it like quantum physics, like science, because it is. And it's true. And quantum science and physics is really true too. And Paul said, be all to all. So I'm just piggybacking on what you're saying is, when you are in any situation, we got to be able to get to where they're coming from and see what their need is. And like you touched on in the first part of the video, under promise and over give back, like over service. One of the things I just mentioned yesterday, talking to somebody, and I know you're going to finish. I just got to say this though. We don't make money. We don't make money. Any business, no matter what business you're in, I don't care if you're like basket weaving toad hairs, you don't make money. We earn money. And the way that we earn money is by service. How are you servicing people? How are you servicing your staff, your team, your family, whatever it is? How are you providing for them? What are you giving them? Whether it's care calls or incentives or contests, things to keep encouragement up and to keep everybody excited and focusing on the purpose of what this is about, because we're in the industry of wellness and health and healing. And what a better place to have purpose. I mean, if you like seeing people in their best health and doing their stuff, because, you know, it doesn't matter how many prophetic words you have or how many goals and dreams you have. If you're sitting on the couch sick, you're not doing your best you know, and if you're broke, you're not doing your best you. So we are, you know, what we have to in our business is to help people get to their healthy, best version of them.
What they were created to be.
Yes. So they can
we literally give them a hand and pull them out. Yes.
And all the diamonds that I know, yes, healing is a biggie. And there's also usually some other cause, whether it's animals or orphans or getting clean water on the planet or building, you know, hospitals or, you know, giving and being generous isn't just about someone with money. You got to start where you are, and you got to lead, and you got to be, and you got to do everything that Lauren is saying here, you guys. I mean, she's giving she's giving you gold nuggets here today. So I hope you are really taking notes and writing this stuff down. So yes, keep going.
Well, and what people don't really understand is God didn't make your personality to work against you, right? I don't believe that when you were created, that a label was stamped on you as you're an introvert, you're an extrovert, you're shy, you can't get in front of, you get nervous or anxious. I believe that we did that to ourselves, or others labeled us a certain way growing up, and then we believed it and we accepted it and we kept it on us as a backpack our whole lives. So the thing about it is if you realize that your personality is preventing you from walking into success, into walking into your future and freedom, if you catch yourself saying, oh no, I can't do that because I'm too shy, I'm an introvert. If you catch yourself saying that, you're allowing your personality to dictate the rest of your life. And the thing about that is that's not the personality that you were born with. Because the personality you were born with would never prevent you from abundance and freedom, ever. So you need to dig deep, brush off that wrong personality that you have accepted and put on yourself, and receive and start growing and filling yourself with the personality that God gave you and that you were created to be, to walk in success and abundance. Okay? Because that other stuff isn't true. There is no introvert, extrovert, whatever a case may be. We put those labels on ourselves. And if it's preventing you from doing something, then you got to shake it up and change it, because that's not who you are. Right?
Yes.
So next tip, and then I think that's the last one, then I'll go into my favorite products. Comparison. This is a huge one. All right. Comparison.
Ooh.
And so many people say that comparison is a thief of joy, right? That's like the typical one. I'm sorry. Comparison is a thief of everything. Comparison will steal everything from your life. Everything.
Wow.
And so you need to realize there is no timeline. There is no timeline on this road trip to freedom, okay? You cannot put a timeline on yourself. Of course, make goals for yourself. You must do that, right? I have failed at many goals that I have set for myself, but I get back on. I don't quit, okay? There's a difference. Gary Young used to say, and I think he said this in Hawaii, but he used to say, if you make a plan B, then you've already decided plan A is going to fail. Right? Wow. There have been many times where I've made a goal that I did not achieve, and then I failed it. But I didn't say, oh, if I make plan A, I'm going to have plan B. And then, no, I decided, no, know what? I'm going to keep working towards plan A, because I'm going to achieve plan A no matter what. Even though it wasn't the timeline, whatever. I'm just going to do it. Every journey is different, and thankfully so, which makes every journey beautifully unique. And that is your specific testimony. That is your specific story that you are going to bless with so many people. Understand that comparison will steal your destiny faster than any other thing. Okay? Comparison will steal it. Focus on you. Focus on your goals, your dreams, your whys. Keep driving down that highway to your destination. Keep that foot on the pedal. Don't park off to the side, get out of your car, and just wait, because you guys, people are going to pass you. People are going to constantly pass you. It doesn't matter. Okay. Again, I love analogies. If you were driving down a highway and you were looking over at the car next to you and you were saying, man, she has such a nice car. oh, I wish I had that nice car. I wish I had that model. I wish, oh, that's so nice. I'm just driving a beat up Chevy, whatever the case may be, right? How long would it take for you on the highway going 70 miles an hour for you to crash if you were looking at that other car and comparing their model and make to yours? How long would it take? Or you would start slowing down, right? Because you're letting off the gas. Oh my gosh, she's driving such a nice car. You're not focusing on your destination, right? So you need to just make sure that your vehicle is fueled up, tuned up, your oil's changed, put the pedal to the metal and freaking drive. Just move forward and keep going. The only reason you got to look in the rearview mirror is to look at how far you've come. Because, girlfriend, I'm sure that you've come so far. You just keep focusing on everyone else, and you're not realizing, man, I've come a really long way from where I used to be 2 to 3 years ago. Okay? And I love this quote from MMA fighter Conor McGregor. I know, he's awesome. So he's a world champion fighter. He was being interviewed once by a reporter. Do you love this quote? I love this. Okay. So the interviewer said to him, well, the reason you are winning so much is because you are just more talented than all the others. And Connor responded back to him saying, there is no talent here. This is hard work. This is an obsession. Talent does not exist. We are all equal as human beings. You can be anyone if you put in the time. You will reach the top, and that is that. I am not talented. I am obsessed. Do you all find a correlation between Gary Vee's quote, obsessed, when you provide more value and are obsessed with providing more value? And then Conor McGregor says, there is no talent here. I am obsessed. Right? They're both obsessed. You see, I'm not a diamond. Sharnael's not a diamond because we're more talented than either one of you. Okay? We're not a diamond because we're extroverts. I'm not a diamond because I know more people than you. Right? I'm not a diamond because of any of that. We're diamonds because we're really, really obsessed with loving on people and helping people find their freedom and their passions through Young Living and what this can do for their lives. There's no talent here. You guys, if you would have seen my Facebook Lives and Periscopes years ago, you'd be like, oh my gosh, Lauren, you were ridiculous. But what did I do? I watched others. I mimicked others. Nice, clean background, good natural, right? I did everything, right? But I mastered my craft. You want to master your craft, you want to get good at something, you got to start doing it. You got to become obsessed with it, okay? This is intentional, hard work that we do every single day. Every day we wake up and we say, yes, you can do what we do if you want to do what we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Choice.
And hard work beats talent any day. Any day.
I'm going to piggyback
Yes,
on this
please do.
Because I just did a video yesterday or the day before going, I love doing videos because writing is not as much as it's easier for me to
I don't like to write either. I want to,
yeah. But I love what you said about the comparison thing because, oh my gosh, I almost fell. But even in the scriptures, going back to scriptures, it says when you're running the race, not to look to the left and to the right, just like you said in the car analogy is because can you imagine trying to run and constantly
what do people do?
Everybody is going as fast as you, or faster or slower.
Yeah, so in horror,
you would fall, you would trip.
Why do you think in horror movies, the moment the person looks back to see where the guy is, right? They're they trip over wood and they're thinking, right?
Yeah. The scripture that I'm about to drop on you guys, I have read it a million times. I actually went to Bible school and seminary when I really thought that was my way, that in that period of time. And Romans 4:17, it says, be not conformed to this world, but be renewed but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Well, I've looked at it and I always just looked at it for what it said instead of actually looking it up in the original text. And this week, for some reason, that was popping in my heart to, you know, go look into that, go investigate. And I always listen to that inner GPS, I call it the God positioning system. And I know God's speaking to me in here, telling me. So I go look it up. And it says, be not conformed. Con, as in, think about, what is a con? Someone is tricking you, deceiving you. Be not formed like a con. Do not be conformed by this world. And I always thought that be not conformed to this world, meaning like, don't be like the person you're running with or comparing yourself to. Do not, you know, like, don't be like the culture of the world, you know, be higher, be better, be your best self, be like God, be in the image of him. Well, it doesn't say world. It doesn't say to don't be like everyone else. The actual word is the age. So do not be conformed into the age of other people. It says be transformed, and that word trans means your inner changing, to be trans into the inner of God in you, the highest form of source energy and love and peace and everything on it. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So pay attention to the GPS in here and follow that GPS. Follow what God is telling you in your timeline, not the timeline of anyone around you. Not looking to the left or the right and being like, oh, but she did it in 18 months. Oh, but she did it in 1,000 years. You know, it's like your time is your time, and it's what you create and your time based on where your mindset is. And so self-development is huge because if we think we can't do it, you'll be right. You're 100% right. If you think you can or cannot, you're right. And I love this analogy of, you know, Murphy's Law would say, you know, the worst thing that could happen is going to happen to me, cancel clear. And then you got Dr. Phil, who would say something like, you know, the best way to tell the future is to look at the past. And it's like, and a lot of programs are either one of those two, like expecting the worst or expecting the worst because the past didn't serve you well, or you watch someone else fail or whatever. But what I love, my favorite, is Abraham Lincoln said the best way to tell the future is to create it. And so you were born for such a time as this, Lauren. You were born for such a time as this to lead nations and people into health and to prosperity. I was born for such a time as this to do the same thing. And there are lots of people on this call right now.
You were born for this.
It may not have anything to do with Young Living at all, but you have something inside of you that's calling to be the best you in this time frame, in this age. You're born for now to do your best thing, and it takes you getting up off the couch and actually doing the things, not just thinking about it, but actually doing it, not being conformed, not being deceived up here by your old thoughts or what someone else said or what anyone else is already doing or hasn't done, but doing the GPS thing, the God positioning system of looking in and going, you know what? I had this idea. Well, guess where the idea came from? Freaking God.
I always say they're my spiritual antennas. Like, I'm always like, if he's leading you, I'm like, I'm listening to my antennas, right? I'm listening to the Holy Spirit and saying, where should I go? Right. And if you feel a nudging, if you feel that gut feeling, right, that's your buzzer going off saying like, hello. Yeah, that's me. That's me. You must lay down your fears. You must lay down all that nasty junk that's preventing you from becoming who you were created to be. You must pick up love instead, because perfect love casts out all fears. And then you must put others first, right?
Yes.
And that's how you will reach where you're supposed to go. And that's that.
And when we're serving and we're giving, no matter what it is, there's an energy to that.
Yes.
And you are sowing into the heart of God every time you give. It doesn't matter if they're on your team or if it's another company or if it's your neighbor that you don't like. You are serving.
Be loved,
when you're
man.
You're serving God. It says do everything unto service to him because the energy of that is it comes back.
It does. Full circle.
It comes back.
Yep.
So I know we got like 5
Yeah.
minutes.
So
five
favorite products, and
5 favorite things about specific product. Oh, yeah,
Zing is number 1, hands down. Zing, like, Ivy hooked me up to like Zing 24/7. I used to be addicted to Red Bull and sweet tea, and Zing came into my life. And anytime that it goes out of stock, people tag me and they're like, "It's your fault, Lauren." Ninja Red obviously is my second. That's hands down. I drink actually like 8 to 12 ounces a day. But it's because Dr. Jim Bob has me on a protocol. So don't do that if he doesn't have your protocol. But I do. I think at Hawaii, like, we were drinking full bottles of Ninja Red. It was awesome. Third product, Sulfurzyme. So many people ask me why my skin looks so good and why my hair looks so shiny and how it grows so fast. Sulfurzyme, hands down. What you put in is going to show on the outside. So why my skin is good and my hair is good, Sulfurzyme, hands down. Valor, obviously, that's like my go-to. That was my gateway oil when I joined. And then are you laughing?
I've never heard the gateway.
It was my gateway. Funny. And then Animal Sense oils. Those, I love Animal Sense. Don't y'all put it out of stock, because I just said that right now. Animal Sense oils we use for everything. If you were to look up the oils in Animal Sense oils, it would blow your mind. The amazing oils Gary put in those. I use them on my kids. Anytime that there's like stuff, I'm like compliance right now. Anytime that there's stuff, I use all the Animal Sense oils on them, because they're also diluted as well. So instead of using the Kid Sense oils on my kid, I use the Animal Sense oils on my kids, and they work amazing. I love them. So Those are my 5 top products.
Okay. Well, you are fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
Shiny and radiant and full of love. And
you too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I am very proud, and I'm going to cry.
Oh, don't. I'm going to start crying.
No. And are you going to be in Spain? I
am going to be. I am.
Yeah, so I will expect big hugs.
Yes.
And time to be at dinner or something.
Yes.
We can hang out. You guys, if you're on this, then I'm sorry, so sad about all the technology stuff. We have another video that was previous to this that everything tried to shut down because it's that awesome. But my server went out, and then I got that going, and my electricity and the entire neighborhood went out. I had to go in my car and turn my car on and do a mom band video interview, which has happened before. So I will put the other link to this here, and I will put this link to there, so they're all connected. And there's chances to win some stuff, so I will put that information here too. We just had to hurry up and jump in and finish this, but thank you again.
Thank you for having me. I love it. Hey. Cool.
Awesome.
I'm led. Love you.
Awesome. Have a fantastic week. You guys make it awesome. Okay?
Yes. Many blessings.
This is your chance to do something really cool this week. Do something you've never done before. You guys go out and be courageous and be loving and serve well, like Lauren was talking about. Just give and give and give. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye.